Goethe Institute has been promoting German culture and language around the world for 60 years this summer, and we want to show you more about its work. The second in our series, Globetrotting with Goethe, takes you to a poetry festival in Colombia.
Medellín is known as the city of eternal spring. Slam poet Julian Hoyn from Berlin is more than 9,000 kilometers from home. A must for visitors is to take the cable car up to Santo Domingo, a trendy neighborhood that used to be very poor and dangerous.
Total abgefahren.
It's totally incredible. You ride practically through people's roof terraces and living rooms, between their clotheslines. It's totally bizarre.
Total skurril.
The Goethe Institute in Medellín invited Hoyn to come and present his work at the city's International Poetry Festival, the world's biggest, with 90 poets from 50 countries. Hoyn usually performs at poetry slams, in competition with others. But in Medellín there are no winners or losers. The festival is a free public event in a city that foreign visitors long gave a wide berth.
Excepto el soñador solitario en sus ojos tan solo de él.
The festival used to try to attract Nobel Prize winners like Herta Müller and Günter Grass, but this year what it wanted from Germany was a young voice.
I think that Julian Hoyn will be a great success because his extroverted, gripping delivery will appeal to the audience here in Colombia. They find that style just great and wonderful. Germany is usually considered reserved and severe, so it's lovely to be able to convey an image of Germany that's young, vibrant and contemporary. That's great. We think it'll be good.
The next evening, things get underway with a reading in a castle. The first poem is called Soap Bubble Sentences and counts on audience interaction.
Well, I say when you look at things a bit the way they are and not the way someone says, do this, do that, do I don't know what, then that's not right, that's hard.
This is the first time Hoyn has heard his poems in Spanish.
His poems are very fresh, very different from those of older poets.
His poetry shows an intensity of experience, but is still cheerful and appealing to the audience.
It's something different. It doesn't lose itself in profound metaphors, but plays with everyday experience.
Hoyn's stage fright has dissipated. He now has a few hours to write about all he's seen here before his next performance.
I was really happy about coming to Medellín. I'd always wanted to come to Colombia, but had some reservations. I always thought maybe it's better to visit a country that is just as interesting, but where you feel safer or freer. So I was very glad that I was kind of forced to come here. In fact, it's great that I was forced to come.
Until the end of the 1990s, Medellín was synonymous with cocaine and murder, notorious as Colombia's most dangerous city. The spiral of violence and counter-violence seemed unstoppable. Oddly enough, the murder capital of the world was also the world's second largest flower exporter. It was during that period that the poet Fernando Rendón and his friends launched the Poetry Festival, which is being held for the 21st time this year. They wanted to show what a powerful weapon poetry can be.
The whole city was threatened. Anyone who wasn't home at 8 in the evening was in danger of being killed. People lived in panic, including us poets. We wanted to do something. It was either flee or do something. So we decided to recite poetry in public places.
People in Medellín were enthusiastic and grateful. Nowadays, the festival runs late into the evening, and no one is afraid. A kind of normality has been restored to Medellín, thanks in part to the Poetry Festival. Julian Hoyn will be performing in front of a full house. Word has spread that this is going to be somewhat different poetry from Germany.
Why? I'll tell you, here in public. The world satisfies your drives too. So go, get up, and ask for love. Ask for love because you haven't seen enough late afternoon TV. Ask because you have seen enough late afternoon TV and want to replay it yourself. Ask for love because life itself is a late afternoon TV show.
Can I have an autograph, please?
Wow, yeah.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
Julian Hoyne wonders how he should interpret the applause and whether the audience thought he was weird. But at least here in Medellín, he gets a lively response.
I feel very, very honored to be able to be here. I've learned a lot. For me, maybe the greatest gift is this very special atmosphere that makes me really believe that poetry can accomplish quite a lot.
Die ein bisschen mehr noch dran glauben lässt, dass Poesie doch eine ganze Menge kann.
Our trip through the world of the Goethe Institute continues in crisis-rocked Japan next week on Arts 21.